Lecture number 5 will explain here 5 templates. We'll start with vendor proposal rating 4, how to rate the vendors when as we discussed in previous lecture, the procurement template that we have to put how we'll evaluate the vendors after issue the procurement product, or what we need to procurement. Here example one form for the vendor proposal rating. This summary sheet, project name, project manager, and date of evaluation. The instruction is the bottom of this worksheet before entering data into the form. Here is the instruction. Enter rating criteria appropriate to your project on this summary worksheet. Enter weight factors that fit your probabilities on this summary worksheet. Weight factors are whole numbers, usually between number 1 and 5, with 1 indicating rating creation of low significance and 5 indicates the rating criteria of high significance. Number 3, rating criteria and weight factors of summary worksheet are automatically copied to all vendor worksheet. We will see here all this. For example, if we have 6 vendors. Number 4, enter vendor names on this worksheet. They are automatically copied to all vendor worksheet. Enter the evaluation date on each vendor worksheet. Enter reviewer names. Replace reviewer number 1 through reviewer number 8 on vendor worksheet. Enter evaluation source into vendor worksheets under each review's name. Weight score are automatically transferred from vendor worksheet to a summary worksheet. Here is the summary. So once we fill this information for vendor number 1, automatically it will appear here with the score. First, let's check for each vendor how we will fill the evaluation. This is a form for proposal evaluation. Project name 0, vendor name, vendor number 1, we'll write here the vendor name, date of evaluation. Here rating criteria, how we rate this vendor. Here is the weight factor. Here reviewer number 1 will put his weight factor, reviewer number 2 up to X number of reviewer, it's depend on. Here points average, here weight score. As we see in this Excel sheet, it will automatically show in here the score for vendor. Back to this criteria. Before we start, we have to check the instruction for evaluation. Follow the instruction of summary worksheet, which we read it here in this part. Number 2, enter evaluation date on each vendor worksheet. Enter reviewer names. Replace reviewer number 1 through reviewer number 8 on vendor worksheet. Here we have to put the reviewer name, who review and who puts the weight factor for this vendor. Enter evaluation score into vendor worksheet under each reviewer names. Weight score are automatically copied in the rating summary sheet here. And we have to note, as we said, number 1 doesn't meet the expectation. Number 2 somewhat meet some expectations. Number 3 meet expectations. Number 4 more than meet expectation. Number 5 greatly exceeds the expectation. Vendor number 2, same form, only the vendor name will be changed, and reviewer name should be added here, but same form, same instruction. Or also vendor number 3, or vendor number 4, for vendor number 5, and so on, depending on the number of vendors. Now let's check the criteria. Executive summary, we have to give weight, for example number of 10. Project overview, for example we will give 2. And for project overview, approach we'll give 1. System requirements will give 3. Technical requirements will give 2. So, and up to completing total 10, and it depends on the number of the rating criteria which team will agree about it. Implementation requirements, vendor and product information, firm experience, for example operation and maintenance, and we can add part for quality. This depends on what team will agree about it. Here's the weight, we can put total weight source of 10. For example, here you can give for each, for this vendor someone can give total 8, total 7, total 5, total 4. Then here we will collect the average. Here will be the total weight, and it will appear here for vendor number 1. This regarding vendor proposal 4. We'll move to next point. We'll discuss the project plan template. Same, this is a template. We need to fill the information inside the template, organization name and logo. Here the project name, this project management plan prepared by who. Here version history, version number 1, and this is the date, and if there is comments, that's why we produce revision number 2 dates. If there is more comments, we'll produce revision number 3, and so on. Here any link documents related to the project management plan. Section number 1 will be executive summary of description of the project, include in the project scope statement. Please refer to document for the following: project propose and justification, the business need and problem that needs to be solved, project overview, this a brief description of what project is initiated to do, project objectives is a brief of this list of measurable outcomes expected from this project. A project approach, this strategy to deliver the project. Project assumption and constraint. We can link this item to the project scope statement. See project charter for budget overview, link to the project charter, which we talked about it before. Number 2, technical project documents. Here we will include the technical documents, requirements, definitions. We can link to the document, refer to the link where we keep these documents, specification documents for the project. Each project have specification, each project have design. For example, design drawing, design documents. We can mention the link, implementation plan, the plan which we prepare, training plan if you plan to train people who will work in this project. Part number 3, project plan documents summary. We'll mark X where is between the brackets for each document in the project. We'll start with the project scope statement. Provide the document describes the project as its output, approach, and content, work breakdown, structure or WPS. Describe deliverable oriented grouping of project elements that organize and define the total scope of the project. Full project schedule. Provide the project schedule using Gantt chart. The schedule must include milestone, task dependencies, task duration, work product delivery dates, quality milestone configuration. Milestone schedule provide high-level project schedule using Gantt chart, includes only project milestone, not all the activities with the milestone, for example, phase completion milestone, executive review. Project budget, and this these documents provide plan that defines the person's responsibility for project quality assurance, procedure used, and resource required to conduct quality assurance. Risk management plan provide a plan to integrate risk management. Change management plan provides the project team with the change management methodology for the project baseline, scope, schedule, budget, and quality. Project plan documents, summary, subsidiary planning documents, risk response plan, change request log, resource plan, cost benefit analysis, procurement plan, communication plan, configuration management plan, phase exit plan, addenda, additional document related to the project. Number 4, project information, key project contacts, the key persons in the project. You have to write their contacts and the roles. Project plan approval and signature at the end, the project name, project manager, and who review and approve this project management plan. This part we'll go through each plan here with its template. Regarding risk, have a different lecture. Procurement we explained before. Change management plan we explained it already. So we'll go through each one in details. Here all definitions for each part available, so you can review. Now we'll move to quality templates, quality management plan templates. Here we'll provide project name, prepared by, date, same, every template, company logo, organization name. Organization quality policy, provide link for organization policy, quality policy. Project quality definitions, describe how the customer defines quality in this project, which more important, schedule, cost, scope, quality of deliverable. How will customer know quality when they see it? Deliverable and acceptance criteria. This is a deliverable there, how is the product will be accepted. Quality assurance activity, to be sure that the quality is implemented, we have to do the quality assurance to be sure that everyone in the project follows the policy and the structure which put it in the project management plan. We have to define in this part the quality assurance activity for the project, indicate at least item listed below. What step will you take to ensure quality is built into the product? How will you ensure that adequate testing is done? How do you define adequate? Will the test team work from the test plan? Do they understand responsibility? How will you ensure the requirements are correct, complete, and accurately reflected the needs of customer? How will you verify the specifications are an accurate representation of requirements? Describe how requirement specification test plan traceability is managed or approved. Here we can put link for this required traceability matrix. What step sorry, what step will you take to ensure that the project plan, for example risk management plan or change management plan, is followed? What steps will you take to ensure that the vendor is supplying deliverable of adequate quality? Number 5, project monitoring and control defines we have to define the following in this part: what audits and reviews are required and when they will be held. How will you report and resolve a variance from acceptance criteria? What will you measure to determine if the project is out of scope? What will you measure to determine if the project is within the budget? What will you measure to determine if the project is within schedule? This part, number 6, project quality management plan signature. Here is the project name, project manager, and everyone from the team, and his role, signature, and date responsible for quality plan template or the quality plan. We'll move now to next part, scope statement template. This is a scope statement template. Same project, the name of the company, project scope statement. This any work not explicitly included in the project scope statement is implicitly excluded from the project. Here we have to make the link for any reference documents, project name, and so on. Number 1, executive summary. We have to provide brief overview of this project. Number 2, business objective, product description, solution. Describe what is the project will produce, business objectives. Number 3, project description. Here we have to show the project scope, external dependencies, assumption and constraints, project milestone, estimated schedule. Number 4, project milestone, to project start when and project complete when. These are the most important 2 dates. Number 5, project approach. Describe primary plans briefly in space blue. Will the project have formal written? How will project issue be dealt with? How will change request be dealt with? List in scheduled project team meeting, planning status report, authorization. Number 6, authorization. The project sponsor, the project manager, we have to define them. Project performance baseline changes will approved by the project sponsor, project manager. And number 7, project scope statement approval signature. Same. The purpose of this document is to provide a vehicle for documenting the initial planning. And here as the end, who involved in this plan, name, role, and signature, and date of the approval. We'll stop here for this lecture, and we'll complete the part of work breakdown and structure dictionary, so it will not take time. Here is project ID, project manager, project key stakeholder, project created date, document created by. We'll start in next lecture so we can explain the work breakdown instruction dictionary.